Good evening, leaders. Good evening once again. Thank you so much for the privilege to come on your screens, on your laptops, on your computers, on your phones. This evening, we're going to learn about a lot of things, but most importantly, I think we'll focus much on one single thing, which is 4CC, because I know it's a discipline, it's a success factor in our business. So we're going to learn on how you can be able to do it. First of all, you're going to understand what is forces in the first place and how you can be able to do it. So before I proceed, let me start by introducing myself. I know I've been introduced, but I love introducing myself as well. I'm Humphrey Msonda. I'm an environmental health technologist by profession for people who don't know me. And I'm now a manager in the business. I'm a global business coach, currently building the business in Zambia and Namibia. And looking forward to expand to more countries. Actually, I think this month our business is also expanding to Tanzania. We have a new person who we just signed yesterday. So by God's grace, our vision is by 2030 to have this business of forever in at least not less than 10 countries. And I thank God that everything has started to unfold. So you are here listening to someone who has been in the business, I think, for almost 4 years. Actually, in May this year, that's when I'll be clocking 4 years in the business. I started forever when I was a student, a very busy student. And I can tell you, I said yes to this opportunity because of three things. Number one, because of the support that they give in this business. You are here for free, listening to me for free under normal circumstance. Listening to a business coach, you are supposed to pay something. And for me, telling me that we are going to coach you for free, I said, yeah, this is something I can do. Secondly, because forever, you can do it without disturbing what you're doing. If you are someone who's been doing forever and giving excuses, let's say to your uplines, I'm a very busy person, I work this, I do this, I'm a student. I can tell you it's just a matter of prioritizing. If you say this is something I want to build, then you can do it because it does not compromise of other things that you are doing. And also the third thing that made me to say is the opportunity. I had to look at the future. I was a student and I said in Zambia, we produce at least not less than 100,000 graduates every single year. And they are still opening new schools, They're still opening more new schools. So this is to say government, no matter what, government can't manage to employ every person. Even private sectors, they can't manage to employ everyone. So this is to say you should have the mindset of I'm going to school for me to start working for myself. Just I think end of last month, I was at Hidden University, and one of the students was complaining about where we stay. Actually, I was talking to public nurses students. They are saying, where we stay here, there's a lot of lavishes everywhere. No, government are not maybe serious. Like I gave them the story of Rwanda to say Rwanda it's clean. And yeah, of course, then they started saying, maybe I believe their government are very serious. And I started telling them I started telling them this to say, you know what? You're a public health nurse and you complain about that, meaning you're not trying to take advantage of your profession, because the best thing you can do right now is you can buy some large beans here and you negotiate with some schools nearby here, even your school, and you say, I'll be collecting on this day. And now you can start even now getting money from there. So this is to say you are going to school if you're a student in here. Ensure that you use your professions. Don't have that mindset of saying, no, I'm going to school for me to start working. No, really, you can be lucky, you can find a job, but it's a rare case. And that was me. I said, okay, since we are producing a lot of graduates, let me take advantage of this opportunity. And I thank God by the time I was completing school, I was already independent. I was already making at least the money I can get paid with my profession of environmental health. And I made a decision never to look for a job. So I've been building forever full time, I think now for maybe 2 years. Yeah, 2020. I completed, I think, in 2020. This is 2026. I think 3 years now. Full time without looking left, right. My forever is my plan A, my plan B, my plan C. Of course, plan D maybe is investing in other things and whatnot, but I can tell you that forever is my 100% plan A and plan B. So you are listening to someone who truly believes in forever, who truly believes in the vision of forever. And I can tell you, whatever I want to share with you is something that I know, is something that I've learned and I'm using and I'm teaching other people to use them. So yeah, congratulations. You're among those few people who are lucky to be in here, because a lot of people are looking forward to learn about these things. So for your leader to say, let's organize this meeting and you're here, congratulations. Whether your network is tripping, make sure you're coming back. Make sure you're coming back so that you can grasp something very important. So like I mentioned earlier, we're going to understand Forever marketing plan, but most importantly, we're going to focus on 4cc. Okay, we're going to focus on 4cc. So in the first place, what are CCs? Because sometimes we can just say that, oh, 4cc, and maybe you normally hear maybe your upline saying, why, when are you going to do 4cc? 4cc is what? 4cc is what? But then you don't understand what are CCs. What is important is to understand what are CCs, because 4 is the number, but what are CCs, okay? So CCs is a forever global currency. It's just a currency like kwacha, like dollar, like Namibian dollar, like South African rands, like Malawan kwacha. Also, CCs is just a currency. However, this is the currency of the forever company. It's not a currency of a country. No, since forever is operating globally, they came up with a currency so that they can just convert. Depends with a country. That's why you find that even the products are different prices. Depends with how strong your currency is. If you go to Tanzania, you buy products and you convert those money you bought those products from to Zambia, it will be slightly different. You go to South Africa because maybe their currency is stronger than yours. Right now, our currency is performing better. But okay, of course, another thing we can talk about here is that our currency of forever, they don't just change like every day. Like when you go on internet to type, okay, dollar today is 18. Okay, the dollar yesterday it was 19. They don't change like that. So they see the stability of the currency of your country, then that's when they make some changes. That's why you can find sometimes, okay, we were buying maybe aloe vera gel maybe at 5, we are selling aloe vera gel at 527. Now we are selling aloe vera gel at 804. So this is to say our currency has been having less value until this year. You get right? So CCs is just a forever currency, nothing else. It's a forever currency. Whenever you are buying the products, you buy them in CCs, but they help you by converting them in Zambian kwacha. Okay. Another definition of CC is that it's a global point system allocated to each product. Like I mentioned, whenever you're buying this product, you're buying them in CCs, but they have converted them in our currency so that you understand it better. So they are located to each product as points. Okay. So this is a Forever's internal currency. For example, when you're buying the Forever aloe vera gel, that 1 liter, in Forever's currency, it is 0.102 cc. They indicate on all the invoices. If you have the Biashara Plus that app, which you should have, if you are someone really serious building forever, you should have the Biashara Plus. You must see aloe vera gel is 0.102 cc's. And if you check, maybe Toothgel is having 0.031. Maybe it's Bits and Peaches is 0.1 cc. Okay, but if you convert them in our Zambian kwacha, you find that now that Toothgel is 235. Okay, aloe vera gel is 804. So that's just a conversion, but in nutshell, it's just a currency. CCs is just a currency, and each product has got its own CCs. So the bigger the products, the bigger the currency, the bigger the money, of course. So like you have seen aloe vera gel, it's 0.102, but Toothgel is 0.031. That's why when you convert it in Zambian kwacha, aloe vera gel is 804, and Toothgel is 235 kwacha when you are selling. Are we moving together? Because that point is very important. That's the first thing you have to understand. So CCs is a currency and it's allocated to each product. Okay? So whenever you are buying, they indicate on all your products, the CCs. Of course, they also indicate them in kwachas so that you're able to understand how they converted. Can I start seeing some comments here for me to understand that at least people are getting what I'm saying? So the simplest explanation of CCs is that it's just a currency and all the products are allocated with that price in CCs, and then it's converted. It depends on how strong our currency is right now in Zambia. Okay, if I give examples of this product, let me say 1 cc of the product. Let me say if you buy these Bits and Peaches, if you know Bits and Peaches, 10 of Bits and Peaches, it's giving you exactly 1 cc. In Zambian value, when you sell them, you are selling at 7,845, meaning in our currency it's 7,845, but in Forever's currency it's 1 cc. Okay, if you get, let's say, 33 Toothgels, it's giving you 1.023 cc. In Forever's currency, Here in our currency, it's now 7,781. You go to aloe vera gel, 10 aloe vera gel is giving you 1.020 cc's in Forever's currency, which is cc. In our currency, which is kwacha, it is 8,039 kwacha. If we go to, let's say we mix, let's say C9, 2C9 and 2 gel, it's giving you 1.026 cc's. In our Zambian kwacha, it's 7,908. So these values, it's a little value. Okay, like when you, this is the money you are, like when you sell to your client, this is the money you are receiving together with your order and the profit together. I hope we are moving together, leaders. I hope we are moving. I don't want anyone to remain behind. I want all of us here to learn. I love that feedback. Okay, great. I love that feedback. So on average, 1 cc is not less than 7,625. Whatever the products you can mix up, because you can mix up to make up 1 cc. You can maybe toothpaste, deodorant, what, but whatever the products are going to mix up, it's not going to give you less than 7,625 on a little value. So meaning 1 cc in Forever, it means you are selling this product of 1 cc at 7,625 kwacha. That is 1 cc. That is 1 cc. Okay, that is 1 cc in our currency. So now, what is 4 cc? What is 4 cc? So now, 4 cc is a success factor in our business. Whether you want it or not, if you're just someone who wants just to build the business of Forever and want to succeed, you just have to know how to do 4 cc. If you don't know, no matter the degrees you have, no matter the certificates you have, no matter what you know, if you don't know how to do 4 cc, you will never become successful in Forever. And that's why this meeting is very important for you, so that you understand on how to smash these 4 cc, because minus this, you never qualify for any incentive. You never qualify for anything in Forever. In fact, you won't even make a good money that people can admire if you don't know how to master on how to do this 4 cc. So if I talk about basic things about 4 cc, number one, this is a key performance indicators. Number one, 4 cc, this is a minimum requirement of all distributors to earn their reading bonuses. Anyone who is just an FBO, especially starting from the full member, is an assistant supervisor up to a manager, they earn bonus by doing 4 cc. Every person from assistant supervisor to manager and beyond, they earn a bonus by doing 4 cc. Meaning those people are not doing 4 cc, they are not earning that bonuses. Number two, at least when you're doing that 4 cc, you should ensure that 1 cc must be done on your ID. And the rest can come up from retailing or recruiting new people. Actually, I will emphasize more as I keep on going on this one. Okay. Then 4 cc is, like I mentioned earlier, 4 cc is a success factor in Forever Living. So if you just want to build a business that you want to be proud of, a business that you'll be able to benefit, a business that even your family member can inherit when you pass on, because definitely everyone here, we're going to die at one point. In fact, 100 years from now, we won't even be able to see anyone who is in this meeting. They won't see us. We'll disappear on this earth. So if you want that business to go generational, you have to know how to do 4 cc. It's a success factor. All committed FBOs should do 4 cc, whatever level they are on the marketing plan of Forever. That manager Gift you have seen, that manager Natasha you have seen. I don't know other managers we have here. If we have also other managers, I haven't checked the names here. If we have any manager you can see here, they were doing 4 cc for them to go to manager, minus doing 4 cc. In fact, if you miss any 4 cc when they're going to manager, you become unrecognized manager. You can't become a manager. Okay, you can be lucky, you can jump, you can go to supervisor actually, but if you have maybe people are pushing under you, but you never go to manager because you become a recognized manager. I hope we are moving together. So 4 cc, it's something that you must learn on how to do. So how to do 4 cc? Okay, it's very important. This slide is very important. So number one, you can sell products worth 4 cc. I'll share with you some of the examples of the products you can sell that make you 4 cc, so that even when you're starting the month, you can even plan them. Okay, I'll just sell this for me to do 4 cc. So you can sell products, just selling the products, you can do 4 cc. Okay. Number two, you can do 4cc if you can recruit, or we can use another word, sponsor or recruit. You can recruit one new FBO with a statue journey pack. You can recruit one person with a full membership, 2cc. That person can select the products, can cost them 14,000 something, or they can just buy statue journey pack, which is 2cc. And then you also sell products at least with 2cc. You are 4cc active. Actually, when it comes to 4cc, there's what we call 4cc and 4cc active. And forever I want you to be 4cc active. So I'm explaining how to make a 4cc active so that you don't make a mistake. If you can recruit someone who's starting with a statue journey pack, let's say, or they just select products with 2cc, you also sell 2cc, you are 4cc active. Second example, you can recruit two people who are starting with 1cc with products. Let's say this one has purchased 10 berry nectars, or 10 pieces and pieces, or 10 aloe vera gel, or 33 tooth gels. Another person has purchased the 2c9 and 2 tooth gels. They have both started with 1cc, which is giving you 2cc. Okay? Then again, now you yourself, you sell 2cc. Not just to sell, when you sell, you chew the money. Those CCs does not indicate like that. You have to sell, you replace your stock, then you chew your profit. That's when we are saying you have done your 2cc. I remember there's someone who asked me to say, sorry, that the CCs only indicates when you order. Understand? So that's why I've emphasized on that one. Secondly, or the third example is that if you can recruit three people who can start with 1cc, 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 then you just retail 1cc. You are a 4cc active. That's okay. You are a 4cc active. Another example can be you sponsor two people who are starting with 1cc, 1cc, then you retail 2cc. So let me now just treat a certain mind here. There are people who usually ask to say, leader, so if I recruit two people who are starting with statue journey pack, am I 4cc active? The answer is no. You are not 4cc active. If you recruit two people who are starting with statue journey pack, you are 4cc, but you're not 4cc active. The company policy of Forever says at least order 1cc on your ID, because remember when you recruit something, let's say when you're recruiting someone, you register them and you buy that statue journey pack on their ID. You get? So now the company says at least just order 1cc either for your personal use or for selling at least 1cc on your ID. So now those CCs move from being 4cc to 5cc active. From being 4cc to 5cc active. I believe if we had someone here who are behind on that one, you are cleared. I repeat, if you recruit just people who have started with 2cc to 6cc, you are 4cc, but you're not 4cc active. And if you have downlines who are pushing down there, if you are not careful, you can even become a recognized manager because your CCs were not active, and you go back to the company, or you go to the company and say, I did my 4cc in this month, but how come I've become unrecognized? Please, the company policy is saying at least do 1cc on your ID. Okay? Thank you so much for the feedback, leaders. I can see the comments in there. I pass here. I believe we are good to go now. So the triangle, when you talk about the triangle 4cc, is just rise on three things. Number one is using the product. Number two is in recruiting. Number three is in selling the products. Leaders, it's very hard to sell the products you're not using. I'm not saying maybe use all the products, all the different products for you to start selling them. No. But at least use 1, 2, 3, 4 products, because you need to have, using the products gives you that confidence, because you're able to tell that, oh, it really works. Like for me, I can tell you, I think from maybe last year, the whole last year up to this year, my skincare is Forever. In fact, from the time I started Forever, my personal care products is Forever. Now, last year I introduced skincare is Forever. When I look at my skin, I have that confidence. Even when I'm speaking to someone, I even tell them, have you seen my skin? Like yesterday, I met one prospect. I was doing a one-on-one. I told her, look at my skin. It was not like this, but because of the products, it's now looking like this. I have that confidence because our products works. So now what do I do when those products are done? I have to go and order for mine, isn't it? For myself, meaning I've ordered CCs. It has indicated in there. Okay? If I take you back on the money, Instead of forever indicating in the system that you are at okay, Humphrey has purchased products 5,000, instead of them lighting 5,000, they're going to light 1 cc. So that if I were to give you the mind of the currency, so that you understand, cc's is the currency. That's why they pay us by doing those cc's. Okay? Yeah. So use the product leaders. Please use the products. Use the products. The number 2, sell the products. Sell them. I'll talk about briefly about how you can maybe some strategies on how to sell the products. Then number 3, of course, sponsor people. Recruit. Talk about the business. Go round about this business. If your mind is to build this business, like honestly, go round about it. And sometimes I do see a lot of people. In fact, for the past, I think this year, I've encountered a lot of people, not only from my team, but also from other teams. They are coming to, maybe they come to me like, leader Humphrey, Coach Humphrey, me, I've been doing this, not been working. Then I remember, I think that was last week, there's a lady who asked me, and I had to ask her to say, okay, my sister, what activities are you doing? In fact, first I asked her to say, how many people have you talked to this month of February? And that was, I think, 2 days ago, I was asking that person. And that person said 20 people. Then I said, that's why you're not selling. How can you talk to 20 people from 1st of this month up to sure 15th, and you're saying you can sell 20 people? Really? Then I said, that's why you're not selling. Then I asked her, what strategy, what are you using? I've tried boosting before, but it was not working. I said, okay, no, I understand, because when you're new in the business, we do understand you are babies. It's like a baby, when you just move the breast, when mothers are breastfeeding, when they just move, they can cry sometimes. So you have to continue putting in there. So I said, I understand, but you have to go for boosting. Then this person said, okay, great, I'm going to boost. I think that person boosted, yes. Then today, if it's not today, it was yesterday, she came back and said, leader, I boosted and no one has purchased. Then I was honest with her to say, what? Even me this weekend, in fact, this after weekend that has passed, I boosted and I collected about numbers almost 70 and no one has purchased. And that's business. It's like you have just opened. When you open the shop, when you open the shop, you're going to encounter, I think, 3 or 4 kind of people. Number 1, someone is coming just to know, then they go and look for the money. Number 2, in fact, even you, when you're starting the business, maybe someone shared you the opportunity, then you went to look for the money, okay? Then second, maybe that person does not just fully understand what you are talking about, because sometimes in our explanation, we want to explain fast as if you are trying to convince someone. No, our business is not the business of convincing. It's a business of making someone understand. I'm sorry I've added up all this information here. In case I forget, I just want to put you that mind in you so that you understand how 4cc comes. You don't have to put in mind that 4cc has to come easy. Making money is not easy. For God's sake, making money is not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy. Making money is not easy. This 4cc you are seeing, it's a lot of money. I'm going to show you how much money is 4cc. It's a lot of money. So making 4cc, it's work, 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 work. Because you just doing 4cc, you can make money more than someone who is working in a big office. Understand? You just making 4cc, if you have that financial discipline, you can have the money more than someone who is in the office. Okay? Let me just pass. Let me not take time there. So 4cc discipline, make this your monthly goal. In fact, this month, please, even if you have 0cc right now, I know you can do it. I know you can do it. If I look back, there's some months when 4cc were very hard and I had to do it. Maybe even on the last day of the month, I do the whole 4cc. When you just change the mind, you can do 4cc. You can do it. Trust me, you can. It's just a shift of the mindset. But also actively recruit. That's how 4cc comes easily. Actually, imagine if you recruit one person, that's a 2cc. I mean, that's 2cc. Then you doing another 2cc becomes easier. If I tell you my some of 2 team members who have done 4cc already in my team, among them is, in fact, those who did their 4ccs faster, they have recruited 2 full members, then 2ccs became so easier for them. Actively recruit, talk about the opportunity, then find new retail customers. Like talk to new people every day. That's why we see, it's crazy. Actually, that was, I think, on Sunday, I was with my downline, our pastor in the team, Pastor Leonard. I was telling him the behavior of Zambians, businesses, and these foreigners when they come in Zambia. You know, observe these foreigners. They open their shops as early as 05. They close maybe 22, 23 hours. Now, just observe to someone who just works at the booth, not even a big shop, just a booth, Airtel booth MTN. They open 9 hours or 10 hours. They close what time? 16, 17. The behavior, you know, that behavior. Remove that behavior in you, please. Actively talk to new people, like go crazy about the business. Anything that you have passion about, you have to go crazy with it. Use the products. If you want to move from being ordinary to extraordinary and achieve extraordinary results, you should be 4CC active. That is the forever living products opportunity. That's how it works. The discipline is in making it a non-negotiable goal. You know, I have some of the team members in my team, even if it's hard, to them it's non-negotiable. No matter what, they know the importance of doing 4CC. Like they know it. No matter what, I don't even have to remind them. Understand? But I also, I'm not saying no, maybe the people I'm working with, they're perfect. No, I do have also those people who are so lazy. So here I'm trying to talk to everyone in here. They make it non-negotiable. For us now, like us managers, because we have to do it by example, our helplines, they always remind us, like, if you are very late, your 4CC rates as a manager, we do them at least by 20th, you are done with your 4CC. Why? Because we have to show you, everyone who are not yet managers, that it's very important to do 4CC. Moving the marketing plan with 4CC or the CCs, it really helps. Like I mentioned, these are also the points. So we have about, I think, let me say we have 5 levels, but they're just 4 important levels. The first level is a good level, but the second level is an important one because that's when you're starting making the money. If you look at the top blue area here, I think this one you call it a low. You are going to see novice customer. Another way is preferred customer. We have assistant supervisor. We have supervisor, assistant manager, and recognized manager. The reason why they put recognized manager because that person was doing 4CC. We have people who are not doing 4CC, they're unrecognized. You can't even see them on stage. Okay, so that's the importance of 4CC. Okay, that's the importance of 4CC. So the first level is called novice customer. So novice customer is that person who started with less than a stature journey pack. Whether, of course, they selected their own products, but they did not reach to 2CC. They are novice customer, and these people, they purchase the product at 5% discount. 5% from 1,000 is 50 kwacha. These people are not making money. However, this level is so good because it has helped a lot of people to start a business with a little money, like myself. When I started with the lowest novice customer. I had to push to become full members. Actually, it took me, I think, 3 months, but I have seen and I've developed people who are even moving up within maybe a week. Within a month, they are becoming full members. So it's a decision you make, actually. It's a decision that I made on the 3rd month. And some people, when they just come in, they make a decision there and then. The second level is assistant supervisor, and this is the only level you can find in our first step to manager. So now let's talk about how Forever pays you at these levels now. When you're assistant supervisor, you start ordering the products on 30% discount. When you recruit, let me now explain how you get paid when you recruit. When you're assistant supervisor, the company gives you 25% of the money the person is starting with. Let me say, if it's Stato Journey Pack is 10,327. 25% of that is 2,581 kwacha. That's the money the company is giving you. Assistant supervisor, if you recruit another assistant supervisor, the company is paying you 2,581. However, I repeat, because that money is coming in your bank account and you are a Zambian, it means you are earning. Our government have to get a tax. And our tax in our government is 15%. So from a 2,581, 15% is about 380 something. So you are remaining with about 2,193 kwacha. If you have recruited someone with 10,000, you are remaining with a 2,193 kwacha. The government is getting about 300 and something. That's good money, nevertheless. That's good money. 2,000, you recruit a full member, that's 2,000. So that's how the company pays. So now if you ask me, okay, Coach Humphrey, if I recruit someone with a 4,000, am I going to get a 2,000? No, they're giving you 25%. That's our marketing plan. They are saying we'll give you the 25% of the money the person is starting with. So what is 25% of 4,000? You calculate. Then that money we're going to have, remove 15% for our government. Okay? Then that money is do those calculations. If you have recruited, you're going to see that money reflected in your account. That's how that money comes. So now here's a good part of now doing 4CC. Before I go to 4CC, please prefer customer, novice customer. Become a assistant supervisor just to do 2CC. 2. Okay? So now when you're assistant supervisor, you just doing 4CC, doing 4CC, the company will pay you a 5%, which we call boost bonus, on everything you purchased on a retail value, not on a order value. Imagine you ordered something, let me say, you ordered, like I said, you're ordering a 30% discount, right? Meaning something for 1,000, they're giving you at 700. But now when the company is paying you this bonus, they'll pay you on 1,000 instead of 700. That's how good Forever is. That's how good Forever is. You know? Yeah. So now that's how you can be able to benefit from 4CC. I'll talk about good money down here. Make sure you're in the meeting. Let's go to supervisor. Supervisor will become a supervisor. Will be ordering on 38% discount. When you recruit, you'll be getting 35% of the money the person is starting with. Number 3, you become now you're a leader. You start getting paid about 3 to, in fact, it's not 3 to 5. It's about 3 to 8% team leading bonus. 3% if that person did 4CC, because you're ordering on 38, that person is ordering on 30 and they're giving them 5. It's like 35. So 38 minus 35 is 3%. So they're giving you 3%. But if that person makes a mistake, they fail to do 4CC, the company will pay you 8%. That 5% that person was supposed to get, they give you. So assistant supervisor, if you're missing your 4CC, you do 1CC, that 5% is going to your upline. If your upline has failed 4CC, it goes to the system is automatic. It's fine. It's automatically the person who has done 4CC up you. They give them the money. You can't even track it. No one you can't even claim it because you failed to follow the company policy. And to become a supervisor, just to do 10CC. If you can recruit 3 full members, this month recruit 3 full members. You also do 4CC. You are a supervisor. A supervisor like that. Assistant manager, you can become assistant manager. You can become assistant manager by doing 6CC. The simplest way you can do it is this. If you can be able to raise 2 supervisors, that is 20. You also do 10, that is 30. Next month, you repeat the same, that is 60. You're an assistant supervisor. It's not as easy as I'm saying. Like I've mentioned, CCs is money. And if I talk about this 60, if I convert them into money, it's a crazy money. So that's why other people, it's hard because some of us, when they give us even a 50,000, we go crazy. It's a lot of money. We can even sleep in bars. So that's why it's hard for some people even to do this SCCs because it's crazy money. It's looking as as small as this, but in money it's crazy money, so they go crazy. When they just do 10CC, they have bigger profit, they are comfortable. So they don't want to go for SCCs because it's a lot of money to them. But here's a good part of becoming assistant manager. You'll be getting 43% discount whenever you are buying things. When you recruit, they're giving you 38% on whatever the money is that person is starting with. The company will be giving you 3 to 8% leadership bonus. In fact, up to 10% leadership bonus. And you can become a manager with 2 options. You can either do 60 this month, another month 60, become a manager, or you can do 150. And the easiest way of doing 150 is just do 20, do 30, do 45, I think do 55, you are a manager. So starting from, meaning by raising supervisor, that supervisor has raised another, become, when you just start with that structure. Like I said, raise supervisors. As well as raising those people, ensure that they are also recruiting so that you can help people now to raise. You can all become a manager. Is it easy? It's not easy because along the way you're making money, and making money is not easy. It only works for those people who are very disciplined. Very disciplined. Very disciplined and consistent. Okay? So, but the good part is that you start now getting the discount almost half of the company. You start ordering the products on 48%. In 1,000, you are getting about, let me say, you're getting about 480, yes, from 1,000. Understand? Almost half. When you recruit, they're giving you 43%. If I tell you, if you recruit a person with a status joint pack as a manager, you get about 4,000 and 4,090 something, I think. But with the government, when they get they of course, their tax, because we pay as well, we are remaining with about not less than 3,450. Let me just say not less than 3,500 as a manager. Which level do you want to be at? Because as a manager, when you recruit 2 people, you are getting paid 7,000 just from 2 people. That's a salary for some people, especially with these people in a corporate world. Some are getting paid those money. 17. If you recruit a manager, you recruit about 4. That is 14,000 degree order. But you're just, and maybe someone who have never been to school. So which level do you want to be at? Can you claim your level here? Because this is the beginning of the year. Claim it, and God is going to give you. I love the saying of Manager Natasha to say, where you see yourself, that's where God will put you. Claim your level. Where do you want to be this year before this year ends? It's a decision that you make that's going to transform your mind. And of course, God is going to make it happen for you. Okay? God is going to make it happen for you. I hope we are still learning. We're almost going to the end. Let's talk about now the money you make, the profits you make when you do 4CC at all levels. What kind of the money can you expect and how? Okay? Great. So let me give examples. I take you back to these products, but I've put them in 4CCs now. When I showed you at first, they were on 1CC. Now I'm showing you in 4CC. If you have Biashara right now, just go on Biashara and search, put 40 pits and pitches, giving you exactly 4CC. And check the money there. It will show you 31,381 point something. Put 1/3 tooth gels only. It will give you 4.03 cc, which will give you about 30,644. 654. Put aloe vera gels to give you 4.08, which is giving about 32,156. Mix up maybe with 8 C9 and 5 tooth gels, giving about 4 cc, 4.011 cc, which is in Zambian kwacha is 30,920. So if I were to summarize, if I were to put it on average, 4 cc. Wow, I didn't. Okay, sorry, I didn't edit here. 4 cc means it's about 30,500. 30,500. Whatever the product you're going to mix, it won't go below 30,500. So that's an average. It means when you do 4 cc, it means if it's selling only, it means you sold products with 30,500. That's what it means when you do 4 cc. It means you have sold product to clients worth 30,500. Okay? So when you feel, let me just tell you this. I'm sorry, sometimes I think I talk too much, but I love it sometimes. If you are failing to do 4 cc, it's like you're telling yourself that you're not capable of selling something worth 30,000. Think about that. Think about that. Like, look at yourself right now. Are you sure you're not worth of selling something worth 8,500? Are you sure? And maybe you're even admiring someone selling cars which are worth more than 100,000. Are you going to do that? When you can just fail to sell products worth 30,500? It's crazy. It's crazy. You know, it's crazy. You have to change your mindset. So like I've said earlier, since 4CC means you have sold products worth 30,500, when you are an assistant supervisor, the reason I didn't put here offers customer, preferred customer here, please, because 4CC means you have already a full member, so there's no way you can say preferred customer going to make this on 4CC. When you do 2CC, you're a full member now. So as an assistant supervisor, the full member, 30,500 multiply it by 0.3, that is 30%. To help you with the math, just do 30,500 times 0.3, that is 30%. It's giving you 9,150. That's the money on your pocket. 9,150 is the money you are missing out. And on top of that, since you have done that, the company will add up for you a 1,569 before tax. Of course, when they have removed tax, maybe remain on 1,300. Okay? On top of this, meaning it will now go to about 10,000 plus. 10,000 plus as an assistant supervisor. 10,000. Are you a student? Having a 10,000 on your pocket, if you're a lady, can you go with sugar daddies? I don't think so. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I think even the way the association can even change in your class. Like you can't play with those guys who think small. You know, those guys who just cooperate and say, hey, don't have what? No, I've broken this. You can't be among them. No. Even if I'm just an assistant supervisor, 10,000, I know. I was a student and I used to survive in less than 1,000. In fact, 1,000 is a lot of them. I used to survive on 500. Let me not even lie. They used to send me 500. And now you have a 10,000. You see, as a supervisor, 30,500 multiplied by 0.38, that is 38%, is giving you 11,590. So now as a supervisor, if you don't have your downlines that you are helping to do 4CC, you're only remaining with 11,590. But if you have, let me say, if you just have about 3 assistant supervisors down, you have done 4CC, the company is giving you not less than 2,500 from them. Now it's even going to now how much? It's going to almost 13,000 plus, 13 to 14,000 as a supervisor. I've seen supervisors who are driving, or who started driving on supervisors. I heard when I just came in the business, a lot of supervisors from Tanzania who built some good, I think, houses, I think maybe helping their family members on supervisors. And if I were to be honest with you, the time I was completing school, I was a supervisor. And because I was able to make this money, I said, why should I look for a job? It's not that I was making crazy money. This is the money I was making. And I knew this is the money I can get paid for my profession. It's about 10,000 to 15,000. So I said, why should I look for a job? I was doing this part-time. Let me go full-time. When you're an assistant manager now, you're getting 43%. 30,500 multiplied by 0.43. You're going to have a 13,115. If you have downlines who are doing well, you have good money coming as well from there. Good money. Good money. If you're a manager, 30,500 multiplied by 0.48, it's 14,640. If you have team members, good money. A manager who is having a team which is able to give at least 30 cc is able to get not less than 15,000 from that 30 cc. So 15,000 plus 14,000, that is 30,000 in the pocket of that manager. A manager who is able to have a team which is producing at least 60 cc is able to get not less than 30,000 plus this 14 cc, 14,000, that is 40-something thousand. You see? So there's more money as you keep on going up. But we are saying maximize your level. If you're not able to do 4CC right now, don't overdream. Of course, dreaming is very important, but just work on where you are right now. Like learn how to do 4CC this month. So that because trust me, when you know how to do 4CC, you teach another person how to do 4CC, and that's how you find yourself to manager. Because when you become a manager, for you to get to say I'm getting paid under my downlines, it means those downlines must be doing 4CC. If the zone is doing 4CC, all of them, they will stop the business. So are you an assistant supervisor? Are you a supervisor? Please learn fast. Learn how to do in fact, if you're a supervisor and you're failing to do 4CC, it's a very big hela. We can understand maybe assistant supervisor, but if you're a supervisor, how did you move to supervisor? No, it's a big hela. But we know there's rebuilding. We have to learn how to rebuild the business after 3 months. Like if I tell you right now, I'm rebuilding my business. How many months, but I'm rebuilding. This month already, I've recruited 2 new people. I'm rebuilding. Me usually I even tell my 2 members that whether you do 4CC or you don't do 4CC, I make my money by selling the product. And I do recruit. My 2 members, they see me recruit. And if there's bigger money comes from recruiting, not even 2 members. Big money comes from recruiting. Already the money I've made, I've recruited 2 people. So you can tell that I'm going to have good money, not from the 2 members. From my own effort of selling the products and recruiting. Can I afford to pay bills? I don't think so. Even if no one were not to do any CC under my leadership, I don't think I can afford to pay my bills because I'm able to sell my 4CC on every single month. Okay? Yeah. So leaders, I'm sorry if I'm joking too much, but I thought of maybe choking you like that. Go after your 4CC. It's the only way for success in this business. And if I tell you, I made a decision to go to manager in January 2024, and that month I failed to do 4CC. I did 0.2. If it's not 0.2, 0.3. In February, I failed, but I think I did 1 point something. But because my mind was telling me that, Humphrey, you have to become a manager. I was working in those months when it was not working. I know I've been in those shoes where you are pushing and it's not just making sense. I've been in those shoes. The key is in continuing doing those things. And what happened in March? I did 9.7 CCs personal from recruiting and selling the product. Why? Because I was doing the activities even if it was not making sense. And from that day, from March 2024, I never failed my 4CC until in June I became a manager, and the journey has been amazing. I think the journey has been amazing. From that day, I've never logged in any Kickstart of Venus and I haven't heard my name. From that same time, I've never logged in Enos meeting minus hearing my name. I've never logged in any meeting of my uplines and I'm not hearing my name. I've never. It's a decision. It's a non-negotiable decision. 4CC. 4CC. Leaders, it's a key thing. And when you're learning 4CC, sometimes it happens like this. This month you can do 4CC, the following month you fail. Another month you do 4CC, another month you fail. It's normal. It has happened to me. In fact, let me tell you, when I finished supervisor like this month, the following month I even failed to do 2CC. It has happened. It happened to me. It happened. It happens. Especially for us who are doing supervisors by doing 20, 25CC. Maybe your last 2CC, you've even used your profit to ensure that you finish up your CCs. You find that in that other third month, you're trying to sell those products and you throw the money and something like that. Not this time when you're just doing for 10CC, no. Okay? So readers, we can do this. You can do this. Let's make a better Zambia. Your 4CC will mean a lot, not only to you, but to the growth of our country. Have that mindset of, thinking of putting Zambia on a good level, putting Zambia on the level where, you even yourself will be proud of. Being a manager, it feels good. Really, you get to be involved in a lot of meetings, you get to receive some calls from those people are very highly respected, like, hi leader, I'm thinking of this, what do you think, can it happen for Zambia? Those calls, it makes sense. It's put a smile. You are like, wow, I'm working here. But how that comes is by starting doing 4CC. I don't know if I'm bragging, but I thought of just telling you that. It's good. It feels good. I want to provoke you. It really feels good. It's not even about the money. Sometimes the money doesn't even make sense. Money is good, yes, but I think the person you become along the way, it's really good. Okay? Some basic things that I did in my early beginning of the year just to help you is that I focused much on learning about the business, the basics. My upline is not a Zambian, it's not even in Zambia. Asked manager Natasha, the upline is not in Zambia. I think the upline only came when she started the business, maybe. So it's you to take it personal. You can't even say no because my upline maybe is not serious. But what about us who uplines are not even Zambians? They're not even in Zambia. No. It's all about you, my sister. It's all about you, my brother. It's all about you, my colleague. We can do this. You are missing out a lot of money. And one thing I love about Forever, you can be in this meeting and maybe 1 year from now, you'll be going to be making more money better than me. And that's what I love about Forever, because it's not about who have brought you in the business. It's not about who is speaking to you right now. It's about that vision that you have. Can I tell you right now, I was shocked. I was listening to certain training right now. Let me just discuss this to you. I was like, I think I'm dreaming small. If I tell the CCs I'm having is small, but do you know the goal that I have to add up on my goals that I have? I have said I'm going to be GOT this year. I don't know if it will happen, but I just want to dream like that. I want to be GOT. I don't know if it will happen, but I think I'm gonna work hard. Even if I will fail to be a GOT, but I think the end will be amazing. Dream manager right now. Then start with the first step. Know how to do 4CC. So let me talk about how now those things comes. Forces is just enough, it's just money, it's just numbers. Money is just numbers anyway. So how do it come? We talked about the triangle, use product, sell product, recruit. So if I talk about some recruiting strategies, one of them is use the product. Use openly, not just use and hide. This is not a hiding. It's not a hiding business. Use the product. Also now, when you use the products, other strategies, there are a lot of strategies, but I've picked these 4 things. I see this is things that is working to me and it's working to my team members. I'm not using all of them. That's why I've said pick 2 to 3 strategies you can manage with your schedule. Number 1 is social media boosting. If you're using social media boosting, know that money brings money. We put in money in boosting, not 200 kwacha and want to sell a C9, which will give you. Of course, I'm not saying you can't sell a C9 from a 200. You can. But I don't want you to put in mind that whenever you boost a 200 kwacha, I want you to make a 1,000. No. Have that consistent of wanting to boost continuously, because when the money start coming, when you do it continuously, the money will start coming continuously. I know you might not have it now, but you can have it. You can look for it. Boost. It's like investing. People go to banks to get millions for them to invest in other business, and that's how the money comes. I've heard about Kiyosaki, talks about using money for other people to make your money. They borrow, those guys, they borrow money. If you talk about maybe the richest man on this earth, they have got a lot of debts somewhere, but I'm not saying go and borrow. I'm just saying you have that mindset that you have to put in money in this business for it to work. Number 2, tabletops. Tabletops, most times you also have to use money because you have to pay maybe a certain more, then you display your table there. Distributing flyers. We have flyers now at the product center. 400 kwacha, 100 flyers. Very nice flyers. When you sell products, put a flyer in there. Imagine someone's bought a C9. When they open that flyer, they have seen, oh, there's okay for fertility, there's for bedroom. They'll call. You can have also for bedroom. Those are strategies I'm giving. Those are what we're doing right now. You can even go out there just to distribute, give and collect their numbers so that it's easier for you to track. Product launch. Home product launch. I've seen people have started the business in our team from the product launch because we went to their home, to the house of someone started the business. We preached the gospel, the good news of forever, of using the products and joining, and I've seen them in our team now. I have seen them in our team now. So you use what you think you can manage with your schedule. You can even pick one, but if you pick one, do it every day, do it consistently. Like for me, I can tell you 90% or 99% of my business is social media. And I use money. I put in it's not that I have money, no. I also boost even a 300. The 300 I have, I boost. I talk to them while I'm also following up on the people I've been talking to. And I say, even not from that one, from other people that I'm just talking to, I boost again. I use money. Right now, as I'm speaking to you, I have not less than 9,000 contacts in my phone. Sometimes I can even pass a month without boosting, but I'm selling. Why? Because I invested money into collecting numbers. In fact, there's a period we had to challenge ourselves. Me, if you know manager Lydia, you know manager Lemont, we gave ourselves a challenge to say by the end of this year, I have to have at least not less than 5,000 numbers. And I said, because at that period, let me tell you, that period, they were the people who were doing the most in Forever. And I really wanted also to be like them. And I said, whatever they are doing is what I'm going to do. So if you admire to become a manager, if you admire to do a better person, do exactly what I'm telling you. Invest in the business. If it's boosting, boost consistently. Boost consistently. Don't sell C9, don't sell that other version, chew all the money. Please don't do that. Invest back in the business. Invest back in the business. So thank you so much. If I talk about recruiting, of course, strategy number 1 is to use social media inboxing. If you go on your Facebook platform, you find that some of you have got even not less than 2,000 friends. Not less than maybe 1,000 friends. Those people have to be your business partners or customers or family members. Why should they be there? Even if they're not joining now, but you should have talked to them about the business anyway. Social media boosting can learn ads. You can learn ads this time. You know, like the person I met yesterday, I was just learning an ad. She came, we talked about business, and she will be starting very soon. The person I recruited on Saturday, I connected with him on social media, Facebook, when I boosted in May. And yesterday, on Saturday, joined the business. Understand? Giving business cards. You can print cards. Me, I have cards, though I can't lie to you, I'm not good with physical, meeting people physically. I go on. I know myself, and I don't want to lie that to you, but I do have people in our team who are good with that, and they do that. But I also have cards I give when it's convenient for me. I use much of social media. I use much of boosting, inboxing. Inboxing don't need Humphrey to come to take you to sit you down and say, this is how we inbox. You just have to, hi, how are you? You start from there. I've got an exciting business that I've started and I want to share with you. And the person will be like, go ahead. Invite them for the meeting. Let them come for the meeting. Don't even start explaining, I do forever. No, they won't start. Just invite them for the meeting or invite them to meet your upline. And your upline will do your work as you are learning how to do the work. So if you're new in the business, write your to-do, your who do you know list first. Write everyone you know, everyone, any courses, everyone, if they are 16 years, write them. Empty your mind. Empty your mind. Then start sharing to them. Instead of you hear, Humphrey have recruited someone who is your close friend, you're like, yeah, why did I not share the opportunity to that person? You get, so write every person. So thank you so much for your time. I think for today, for tonight, we end here. My name is Humphrey. I'm the manager in the business, and I'm looking forward to achieve more in this business, especially this year of 2026. I wish you all the best. I hope you have gotten some value in this training. If you were to let me allow participants to unmute themselves so that manager, maybe manager Gift and manager Natasha can say something. For me, I end here, and thank you so much. I look forward to see a lot of supervisors this year, a lot of managers this year. And yeah, leader Natasha, back to you.